With 8 games being played on Saturday and the remaining 2 games on Sunday, this is week 9 of the Premier League prediction series. The early match this week is at 12:30. It's at Dean's Court. It's the Bournemouth versus Tottenham Hotspurs game, and Bournemouth haven't had a loss in 3 games, beating Hull 6-1 and Everton 1-0. Spurs haven't lost a game in the Premier League so far this season, beating Manchester City 2-0 at the beginning of this month. I think this match will finish 2-0 to Spurs, although I can see Bournemouth putting up a fight. I think Tottenham have probably got the better of the teams and will probably be the stronger of the 2 teams after 90 minutes. Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 2. Moving on to the 6 matches that start at 3 PM on Saturday. In alphabetical order, we're going to be starting off with Arsenal versus Middlesbrough, 2nd versus 17th. Arsenal's form has been outstanding, although wins against Burnley and Swansea were only by 1 goal. They still won the game and got the 3 points that they needed. Unlike Borough, who haven't won a game in a while, the last clean sheet they had was on the 28th against West Brom, which I think finished 0-0. Arsenal should win this game 3-0 with ease, but I'm going to say 2-1, just down to Arsenal not looking as comfortable as they have been in previous matches this season so far. 2-1 Arsenal. Burnley versus Everton, 14th versus 6th in the Premier League. Although Everton are higher up the table, they look the worst of the 2 teams in recent days. Especially looking at their form, I think this game will finish as a draw at 1-1. Burnley 1, Everton 1. Hull City versus Stoke City. These are 2 teams at the bottom half of the table, 16th versus 18th. Hull have conceded 13 goals in 3 matches and will need to tighten up their defence against Stoke. Stoke finally won a game against Sunderland last week and drew to United the week before, so they're on a little bit of a winning streak, or at least they're not losing a game. Although Hull beat them 2-1 in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup against Stoke, I think the scores will be reversed in this game. I'm going to call it 2-1 to Stoke City. Current Premier League champions Leicester City will be playing Crystal Palace. This is 13th in the league versus 9th. If Leicester is going to win any game this season, then this is going to be one of them. Both teams mid-table, but my gut is probably going to go for a Palace win, and I'm only going to say by like 1 goal. So let's say 1-0 to Palace. I feel like Leicester should win that game, but my gut is going with Palace, and I'm going to say 1-0. Swansea are playing Watford, a game where Swansea will be desperate for a win. They've got a new manager, they've got new ideas. Will Swansea give us a new final score and be a winning score? You know, that surprise win that we're all hoping for? Or is it too soon to be hoping for 3 points? I think it is. I think it's going to be way too soon for 3 points, and I'm going to say 2-1 to Watford in that game. I think Watford are going to be the stronger of the 2 teams. Talking about 2 teams that haven't played well at all this season, and we're moving on to the West Ham versus Sunderland game. Sunderland being 20th, they're bottom of the table, playing West Ham, who are not the team they were last season, and they're currently 15th in the Premier League. With West Ham being a local team to me, I want to say 3-2 to West Ham. I feel like Sunderland are so desperate for goals that they will concede a lot as well as score a few themselves. So 3-2 to West Ham. It'll probably finish as a 1-0 game, but I'm hoping to see some goals this weekend. The final game Saturday is a 5:30 kickoff game, and it's Liverpool versus West Brom. 4th versus 12th. West Brom have drawn the last 3 matches on 1-1, and Liverpool have only drawn 2 games all season, and that was one against Man United last week. I'm going to call this game 3-1. Liverpool have been outstanding this season, and I think they're going to carry on until at least Christmas on their winning ways. I don't think they're going to carry it on throughout the season. I think they're going to drop down the league a little bit, but they're definitely going to finish in the top 6. Easy. They're probably going to finish 4th in the league. Moving on to the next games, which are both on Sunday. We're starting with a 1:30 kickoff match. It's Man City versus Southampton. City haven't won a game since a 3-1 win against Swansea, drawing 2 and losing to Spurs. Southampton haven't lost in a while. They are on form as well. They've got a really good form at the moment in all competitions. Although City have a better squad on paper and they should win 4-1 easy, I'm probably going to call this game a 1-1 draw. saying that, I really want to see goals this weekend, so if they win 4-1 or 3-1 I'm going to be happy, but I've just got a weird feeling that might be another draw game. I think City are going to be in this little bit of a funny moment in the next week or two where they're drawing the odd game. And the final game of this weekend is a 4 PM kickoff where Manchester United travel down to Stamford Bridge to play Chelsea. Mourinho, first game back in London against Chelsea. After the 0-0 result against Liverpool, I can almost imagine Mourinho parking the bus again. Although against Chelsea, he may be trying to make it more like an attacking game and try to score on the counter. I hate to say it, being a Manchester United fan myself, but I can almost see Chelsea winning this game. And I don't want it to be a lot of goals, so I'm going to say 1-0 to Chelsea. With a goal from that caveman himself, Diego Costa, scoring the only goal. Although, I do hope Man United win, so if it finishes 2-1, thank you. Yeah, so that's the end of this week's fixtures, and it's the end of this week's predictions from myself. Hopefully I get some more right than I have done in recent weeks, because my predictions have got worse and worse, I think. Fingers crossed they are getting better. If you're enjoying this series, please hit that like button. Leave your own thoughts on this week's fixtures in the comment section below. I'd like to know what you people think. I'd like to see what other football fans think of the fixtures. And if you're new to my channel, why not sub to me? I'm really close to 300 subs at the moment. It'd be amazing to hit 300 subs before the end of the month, before Halloween. 300 subs would be awesome. I'm going to end this video now with a penalty. A poor penalty at that, and then I'm going to end the video here because the rest of this match was a boring game. And I've obviously done what I've said I was meant to do in the video, which was give you guys the predictions. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please hit that like button, sub to me if you are new, and please leave some feedback below.